Yeah.
Come on. Okay, now it's a race. I want you to pick every pepper that you find. Every one, as fast as you can, okay? Come on, do it. I don't think I was really prepared for how many peppers I had out here. I didn't realize there were this many. So my little tub truck thing here, I don't know what size this is. Red Gorilla, I got it from Cost. I don't know, I mean this is a couple gallons probably. It's almost full. Look at this plant. This is loaded down with peppers. There's so many. I don't think I really knew that there were this many out here. They're not ripe yet, so I hadn't felt a real rush to pick them. Okay, so yesterday I did kind of the final garden tour. It started raining, it was really cold. The cold weather came in last night. It's actually chilly out here. By you northerner standards, you would probably be very comfortable right now. I'm a southern girl, and so I'm very cold. I think it's probably around like 48 to 50 degrees. I don't know, it's probably cooler in the shade. I stepped out front, I thought it'd be fine. It is sunny there. It's not here. So I'm just picking stuff really quick to bring it in the house. Just going over, kind of getting the last bits of stuff that I didn't get yesterday. I didn't get over to these plants. I've got a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's talk really quick. Actually, I'm gonna set you guys down so I can pick and talk because I don't have a lot of time. All right, let's talk about the option of picking your entire plant and going and hanging it somewhere inside. I had multiple people mention that yesterday whenever I talked about needing to pick all this stuff, and I actually wanted to address that because if you find yourself like, you know, pushed up against the wall of your first frost coming and you've got pepper plants that you haven't picked yet, or tomato plants, this works with multiple things, you can pick those with their unripe fruits on them and take it inside, and typically what's suggested is that you hang the plant upside down. But you know, just take it in under cover of the frost, and then you can let those fruits ripen on the plant, let them dry out, and pick them maybe in your nice warm house or garage or shop or whatever. So here's the thing, I did that last year. I had these Tabasco plants that were covered in peppers, and my friend Brandon was gonna pick them, and he wanted them, but they couldn't get out to our house before the frost was gonna come. So I just uprooted all the plants and I carried them down into my basement. But some time came by before Brandon was able to come over and pick them, and I wasn't worried about it. I was like, no big deal, they'll just ripen on there, no big deal. So Brandon came and he picked the peppers, and you know, we left kind of the smaller ones on there. And after that, those plants had gotten really dry down in my basement. Well, we cleaned them up and we got a shop vac and vacuumed up all the little bits. And when we did that, we started to cough and sneeze. Our eyes started to water, and basically what we had effectively done in bringing in these massive Tabasco pepper plants and letting them get all dry in our basement is they had like kind of crumbled a lot of bits, and we like maced ourselves in our basement, like actually created this cloud of particles of pepper plants. And yeah, we maced ourselves in the basement, which wasn't one of my favorite things that we've done as farmers. And so this year I'm gonna try to pick all the peppers out here. If you are gonna take them in the house, if that's like something you need to do, just be aware of that you're not letting those get too dry and drop lots of bits or dried up peppers inside a closed space, because that does hurt. It's not fun. You like peppers?
No.
Why?
I only like the ones that are not spicy.
Only the ones that are not spicy?
The spicy ones are stinky and spicy, and stinky and spicy.
Stinky and spicy. Well, tell me how you really feel.
Why do you like spicy?
Why do I like spicy peppers?
Yeah.
I don't like super spicy peppers. I like peppers when they're a little spicy and they taste kind of fruity and they just make your food taste so good. That's what I like. All right, on to the serranos. These plants are just loaded. They're just laying down covered with them. Hey Ben, will you please go get another one of these containers out of the greenhouse, please?
How big?
Any of them's fine. One of the bigger ones if you can.
Okay.
Thank you. Just set your tools down. They'll still be here when you come back. All right, so I got one full bucket. I've got one on its way. Let's go over here. Well, that's a lot. Another gallon and a half or so there. Hey KG, people are asking about you. I've had a lot of comments lately asking where Kitten George was, and I said he's probably sitting on the back porch casting lofty and judgmental looks at the dogs. One thing that you guys suggested, which I thought was a really good idea, I was talking about how I had so much basil, way more than I could do anything with, and several people suggested that I take it in and dry it for Christmas gifts. I thought that was a great idea. This variegated basil is so spicy and good. I really like it for pasta, and so this is one that I think would be really fun, and I'm actually thinking it might be neat to take the different varieties, because I've got purple basil, sweet Genovese, I've got this variegated that's kind of spicy, and I've also got some cinnamon basil. I was thinking it might be neat to experiment with drying a lot of kinds and then mixing them together to make like a blend. I'd have to try it myself first to see if I liked it enough to give it as a gift. But I thought I might do that because that would be a cool gift. I don't ever even think about stuff like that. So thank you for the suggestion. I like that idea. What'd you find?
Cucamelon.
Cucamelon. Mmm.
Yeah.
Is it yummy?
That's
a lot of basil. It smells so good, guys. I just wish I could bury this camera in here and give you a big whiff of this. What do you think, Bear? He's so over me right now.
That's basil.
You found some more basil? Aren't these so lovely?
I don't have any basil.
Marigolds. I can't remember which ones these were called. They're so beautiful. Oh, you're here just in time to help me carry in these things.
I do your best with basil. I could smell it when you came out the front door.
Really? The last day of the garden. Just kind of want to stay out here as long as I can. I'm still going to cut some flowers and pick a few other things, but I definitely wanted to get all the peppers in so I could preserve them. Feels like a shame to not just sit out here until dark. It was a hard gardening year, rife with failure, but oh, even the hard ones are lovely. And I mean, like all year I was like, this is a terrible pepper year, and here I am hauling another 5 gallons of peppers into the house. This is the second harvest I've had this big. I did this a few weeks ago. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, it smells so good in the house right now. Oh. You know what else I was gonna do? I was gonna cut down some of those banana leaves. My hands are I can't say freezing. It's not freezing outside. Let's see how cold it is. Because you guys always call me out on being a weenie about the weather. No, it's not. It said 37 from this morning. It's actually 47. That's not that cold. But I'm cold, and I've been out there for 2 hours picking stuff, so my hands are definitely feeling a little frosty. So you guys will see this on November 1st, which is, today is actually the 31st of October, but it's actually, November 1st is kind of like my shift. I love the holiday season. I love Thanksgiving and Christmas and just the family time. I love the food. it is my favorite time of the year. And I'm not one of those people that like puts my Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. I'm actually pretty militant about that. I'm not judging if you do, but I love the joy of the season. I actually sat down today and wrote an article about it that will be in the magazine that I write for in December, kind of like my Christmas article. And I just am definitely in the holiday feels today, gearing up. Tomorrow starts November, which is like Maya is trying to cut down some banana leaves for me. I think I should probably go out there and, I don't know. I mean, he's capable, but I'm gonna go out there and help him. Nice.
Hey, remember, Ben, come here. Remember Aladdin?
Yeah.
Make way! You're the king! Right?
Yeah.
No.
So we're just gonna bring these banana leaves in the house, and I might not get to blanch them tonight because we have Jackson's last football game is tonight, but I'm gonna blanch them and then freeze them because we can use these in lieu of aluminum foil. And there are several dishes and like grilling and stuff of different things, both like meat and vegetables. There's some rice dishes that you use banana leaves, so we wanna save those in the freezer. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to share with you guys, since you'll be seeing this on November 1st and it's time to start thinking about the holidays, which makes me super excited in case you can't tell. We've actually been using a service called ButcherBox, and I've shared that multiple times during like vlogs and different stuff. I've mentioned it. I've also talked to you guys about adjusting your appetites to your convictions, and I have not gone into great depth, which I'm planning on kind of talking about that kind of more in depth soon. But one of the things that we've been doing personally is drawing a hard line on where our meat is sourced, which has actually it's actually resulted in eating significantly less meat, because we are really only eating meat that is ethically sourced and sourced in farming practices that we're either doing, like growing ourselves, or that are just ethical and sustainable. And so we ended up coming across ButcherBox. We've been using that for a couple months. We've really liked it, and they're actually running a special. They've given us an affiliate link to be able to share this with you guys. Going into the holiday season, something I'm super pumped about is cooking a Thanksgiving dinner that we have either largely grown ourselves or sourced from like organic and sustainable farming. And so we actually have a ham from one of the hogs, from the hog that we raised this year. We've saved it for Thanksgiving, and we're getting our turkey from ButcherBox. And actually they are running a special right now that if you sign up for your first box, you get a turkey for free in your box. And they have a special going only on November 1st that you get that free turkey, and you also get $10 off. So I'm gonna put the affiliate link down below so you guys can check that out. And like I said, I'm gonna be sharing more about that, but I just kind of put it together that you were gonna be watching this on November 1st, and I thought I should tell them about that. Cooking like an entire Thanksgiving dinner that we raised is totally like bucket list for me. That's something that I really wanna do. I started cooking everything in Thanksgiving from scratch like several years ago, and then started trying to source it as locally as possible. We have grown some of our meat for it before. This is going to be like the first year that our Thanksgiving is like genuinely really in line with what we really want it to be, which is ethically sourced, locally grown, or raised by ourselves, which are both ethically and as local as we can get. Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm super pumped. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm so excited to go into a holiday season with y'all, into a winter that I'm excited about, and that I'm just totally embracing the season of rest. I know I keep saying that. I'm saying it to myself a lot, to be completely honest. It's sad for me to put the garden to bed. I'm feeling that. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to mourn seasons, and it's okay to like let them go. But it's also good to remind yourself like, hey, I'm setting my eyes on this. I'm going to completely embrace this. So thank you again. I bless you. Until next time.